additional welcome tech trends. What is your opinion on the future of work?
The future of work is actually remote. The future of work is a situation whereby you don't have to wake up as early as 6 a.m. running down to Victoria Island, and causing traffic. You can wake up and walk by your bedside. You can wake up and then, go to your parlor and work. The future of work is actually remote.
Does this mean the way that companies hire and retain staff will change?
Currently, we have a projection from McKinsey Institute that actually shows that by year 2023, the millennials will actually occupy, over 85% of the working population. Typically, we know that the millennials are people who love to choose how they work, when they work, and for who they work with. So currently, if you look at the trend, by 2023, that's just about 5 years away. This actually shows that we need platforms, such as ours, Provi.net, to actually bridge this gap and provide millennials with this opportunity to be able to work remote and work from anywhere, and also pick at what rates they work.
This statistic you mentioned, what does it mean for a country like Nigeria? Are we prepared for the future?
Okay, so the market penetration for Nigeria seems to be a little bit, in the virgin state, because this is the beginning process. Businesses who are actually entering into the future of work model, are actually people who are piloting this space. For the Nigerian economy, I would like to say that this is actually an opportunity to actually reduce unemployment and underemployment, because we have a whole lot of youths out there, professionals out there, fresh graduates coming in every now and then, and they actually, would key into these platforms, who are actually aligning with the future of work to actually engage with professionals from different parts of the world across Africa.
How big is the freelance industry?
The freelancing industry is actually very wide, especially when looked from a professional angle, with 1 billion users all across Africa. So it's actually very wide and very, very good for business.
So in terms of skills, what does it take to become a freelancer?
Okay, so to become a freelancer, first of all, you have to be able to harness your skills. So let's say, for example, an accountant, it will be good or right for you to be chartered and certified as either CPA or an ACCA member, or maybe an ICANN member. For a lawyer, it will be good that you actually call to bar and you have that potential to actually deliver quality services to your customers. On our own side, what we do is that we actually, build a platform, through our hub, that professionals come together and collaborate and actually harness these skills. So anybody can actually be a freelancer as long as you have the required skill set to actually deliver value, for clients out there, because no one pays, if you are not delivering value.
You may be aware that Nigerians spend billions of naira on various freelance platforms. What is your opinion about that?
Recently, one of the global platforms, recently went public, and as we all know, they made over $1 billion in terms of transaction. The little secret is that Africa, especially Nigerians, actually contributed, to the higher percentage of this figure. So you can just imagine, the rate at which we spend in Nigeria. How
do you think we can change that?
I would like to say, we need to build trust. And that is what our solution actually provides. We are providing you with a solution that we can bank on, actually provides you with an option that actually secures you in such a way that when you actually give a job to a professional on the platform, you are safe and secure that your money would actually go into the professional's account until you are satisfied with the job and you click on the release button.
Is freelancing an option to tackling unemployment?
Unemployment is actually caused by, the gap that exists between the demand and supply, of professionals and also those who actually need these services. This is what we are trying to solve. So, for example, you find out that recruiters, if you are privileged to actually meet with various recruiters, they'll tell you, oh, we have been looking for people with this particular skill set, but we have not been able to find them. The reason is simple. That doesn't mean that there are not people with that particular with the required skill set. It only shows that they are limited by the options they have and the way they are able to engage. That is what Provi.net is actually solving, and that's what the freelancing platform, is actually going to change in terms of bringing people with the required skill set and people who actually need that skill set together on one single platform.
Trust is one challenge that startups face generally. How do you intend to overcome this?
We currently have a system whereby we vet jobs that are done, and we also have an arbitration team to be able to ensure that you actually get value for money that you are spending on our platform. Trust is actually built over time. We intend to continually build that trust within Nigerians and even Africans and across the globe. It's a gradual process, but we believe that within the next 5 years we'll be able to have every Nigerian using and Africa using our platform.
As a startup, what are some of your challenges?
Some of the challenges, especially within this industry, is actually acceptance in terms of people being aware of this platform and then quickly buying into it, because currently is a growing stage and a whole lot of people are just getting to know that, oh, I can make money through this platform, or I can actually outsource some of the projects that are actually giving me headache. I don't have to do it all by myself. So those are some of the challenges. Funding also is some of the challenges that we also have, but that is actually something that over time we believe that we can actually get over with different collaborations and different partnerships with both government agencies and other non-governmental organizations.
Do you think the startup ecosystem is getting enough support from government?
Currently, the government has been doing a whole lot in terms of the tech space. However, there's a need to actually spread the work all across. So currently, what people within this startup space have been having as a feeling is that everything is centered around some selected hubs, some selected, sure. Everybody always points to Yaba, forgetting that there's Ikeja and there's Lekki, so it has to be decentralized, spread across, so that they can actually have more reach and have more impact in terms of people around Nigeria.
Why do you think it should not be only Yaba?
A whole lot of people feel left out of the system. They are actually contributing meaningfully into the ecosystem, but they feel left out. Some months ago, I was talking with one of the founders of Fast Launch, and he talked about how most of the users who come to work from his space actually complain of all the funding going to Yaba. Even we all know it, they were going to Silicon Valley. It was mostly people from Yaba and some other selected hubs that were picked out. You need to actually spread this to be able to reach more people, to be able to impact more lives. We have a whole lot of vibrant youth making headways. Everybody don't have to go to Yaba. Yaba is too crowded. They need to spread it out to Magodo, they need to spread it out to Ikeja, and let people be able to participate actively towards building the ecosystem.
Finally, additional, where do you see your startup in 5 years?
We see our startup within the next 5 years as an household name, a one-stop shop, to actually go for professional services, so that within the next 5 years, we can actually build a community of over 5 billion users.
Thank you for being on the show today. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
I've been chatting with Adeshina Adewumi, COO Provi.net, a platform seeking to connect those who have specialized skills with those who need those skills. Freelancing is providing jobs for millions of people in India, in Bangladesh, Philippines, Pakistan, and many other countries. Even countries like Kenya is advancing as well. It's a work model that has come to stay. Nigerians spend millions of naira annually on various online platforms, which simply means that, once again, we are providing jobs for other economies. If a platform such as this scales across Africa, it simply means that it will not only provide jobs, but it would also help Nigerians and Nigeria earn foreign exchange. Let's hope that startups like this get the support they truly need. That's our show for today. But the conversation continues online. Please follow us on social media. And don't forget, you can watch this and previous editions of the show on the channel's TV YouTube account of my blog, cfatech.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwuemeka Agbata.